no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington football team.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. From the 31, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. And brought in by the tight end, Coy. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's up. At the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. That is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Cardinals 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run with Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
To throw, it's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st down, Arizona.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Left side, Hopkins. He can only get a second down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Second and 9. Taken down here at about the 11. They were given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
To Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. It's a pickup of 3.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The 38-yard line.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Murray. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
16 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 8. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from the clip, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On second down now, it's Gibson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moore. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
The Washington field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or will you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Able to find Isabella. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Ruben Foster picks it, and they set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20-all.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's pulled in at the 32. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 3. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Back to throw here.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 57 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Murray going to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the throw.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain retain possession? Yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to run with Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run. Edwards. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown,
Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Washington 20. Daniel Carlson set.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the
20.
At their own 20-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to – they got his man complete! And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense, who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
27.
It's Washington with a football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. 2nd down and 8.
They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance. And
now here's another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
3
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Edwards. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
Well, I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Logan Foster picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And will be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, in Atlanta. Our apologies. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trenton Cannon, 42 yards. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cardinals 34, Washington 20. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for